is Good Morning Uganda.
Pick of the day on UBC.
He expected me to die like within the first 2 years.
Out of the blue, the child will get pains, especially in the wrists. And this happens commonly when children are starting to walk.
Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Genshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules, plant extract, scientific ratio, take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day. Don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Genshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product.
My question is, what is the difference between rental tax and income tax? How comes I'm paying both taxes on my own premises? If you want to have a tin, but you are not making any income from your business, you should take on the obligation to continue filing your nil return.
General, to invest in taxation. When people understand taxes and they know the importance of taxes and they know the fair assessment of these taxes they're supposed to pay, I think everybody will embrace taxation.
As banning groupage cargo, clearance protects small traders who cannot afford to import full container loads individually and rely on consolidation to remain competitive. Cargo to come in groupage is consolidation, it's legitimate, and we can't ban it. What we have banned or what we have stopped is the use of container leaders. Now, Fiona, the good news I have for you is that among the new tax proposals,
Now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887 and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Booza Commissioner.
Alright, listen up. Colgate is on a mission. It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature turf and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
New Colgate Herbal with Salt combines traditional nature's herbs with a pinch of salt and Colgate Science. A natural recipe for strong teeth and healthy gums.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Across communities once silenced by fear and tradition, voices are rising to end female genital mutilation. Men are redefining man.
Juko. Yo. How check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, it is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better.
PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Program My School, a great students program and your answer to education perspective, giving you reason as to why you should pay school fees for your child's education, with items like students' talents, thoughts, adventures and skills showcased, leadership skills and all other activities plus concerns in various schools in your locations. Remember that our children are our future generation. Don't miss Program My School.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Good morning, Uganda. Welcome to the agenda. It's time for us to talk about something that is very crucial and sometimes worrying if you look at the statistics. But allow me first to welcome you to the show and thank you so much for watching UBC TV this morning here to Inspire Uganda. My name is Julie F. Nantaba. Now we are going to look at efforts to reduce road carnage in Uganda and looking at the statistics as of the Uganda Police report, and in fact in comparison between 2025 and 2024. Total road crashes in 2024 were registered at 25,107 and at 26,044 in 2025. They're in a 3.7% increase. The fatal crashes were registered at 4,434 in 2024 and at 4,602 in 2025, registering a 3.8% increase. Serious crashes were 13,134 in 2024 and 13,563 in 2025, registering a 3.3% increase. Minor crashes were 7,539 in 2024 and 7,879 in 2025, registering a 4.5% increase. Total deaths were 500,144 in 2024 and 500,383 in 2025, registering an increase of 4.6%. Serious injuries registered in 2024 were 7,000 13, and in 2025, 18,444 serious injuries were registered, registering an 8.4% increase, and minor injuries were 3,651 injuries registered as minor in 2024, and 2025 had 3,668 minor injuries, getting there a 0.5% increase in statistics. Now, looking at some of the key factors indicated in the police report, especially of 2025, Uganda lost an average of 15 people every single day to road crashes in 2025, up from 14 people in 2024. And the men accounted for 83% of all road traffic fatalities in 2025. Now, people below the years of 35 constituted for about 56.2% of those who died on the roads, on Ugandan roads, and motorcycles, that is border borders, remained the most dangerous mode of transport, accounting for thousands of fatalities. And the highest number of crashes occurred in December, whilst the lowest registered number of crashes was registered in the month of June. And most fatal crashes happened between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., coinciding with evening rush hours. Now, despite increased enforcement, technology, and of course road safety campaigns here and there, Uganda still recorded high numbers compared to 2024. That was in the year 2025. So what more needs to be done? That is the question, to reverse this trend. And why aren't the technologies or innovations being implemented working anyway? Why aren't we seeing the result that we need? Now, Wilson Tamale, the director of Country View Driving School, always says that 95% of road accidents are actually very preventable. But why exactly aren't we able to prevent them? Be part of the conversation. 0709 602 592 is the WhatsApp number for you to share your question, your experience, and how you see things as they unfold. Be part of it, and you are welcome to the conversation. A very good morning to you, Mr. Tamale.
Good morning.
It's good to have you back.
Thank you very much.
And you are one of those Ugandans whose voices we celebrate in the effort of reducing road carnage in Uganda. But why do you think we are losing the battle so far?
I think Tamara Wilson is my name, Director Country View Driving School since 1983, 42 years in training. 42 years in training. I started driving in 1974, trying vehicles at home. Now, your question is, I want to thank first the people and road users generally who are using the roads properly, who are following traffic rules, laws, regulations, and guidance. We call that one highway code. So I thank everybody who is using the road like that. But also, in my language, we have, do you take groundnuts?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I enjoy groundnuts with matoke. If you are crushing groundnuts, there are some of them, some of the pieces will go without being crushed. And those people are there in every sector, not only in driving. So we have many things which generally cause accidents, crashes, and also collisions. There are many, but some of them we have to look at. Number one, it will start with human beings. Even animals are disciplined to do some things. You can see some animals, we visit game reserves and parks, we have some we keep at home, but also animals have their way of doing things. And if it comes to human beings, everybody is doing something to earn a living, to be very well behaved with others as people interact one another or interact. But discipline is one of them. Why did I start with the word discipline? Because it is a general kind of behavior, a general routine behavior or action of human beings, people, especially when we come to this time, road users. So if you come and see about road users, people using the road, are they disciplined? Now, let me tell you what discipline is before I come to these people using the road and why they cause crashes. Now, number one, if you talk about discipline, you have to think about the way somebody behaves, somebody does things in system. So even if you are operating a machine, even if you are driving a vehicle, even if you are doing something somewhere, either moving or static, you have to have discipline. The way you are using that particular thing. You can call it that if somebody is not disciplined, will not do something in system following its norms. Norms means traditions. Norms means foundations. How are you doing something there at this particular hour? How are you moving on the roads? How are you operating? How are you doing what? Offices, farms, gardens, schools, people doing different things. You have to do something following its system. Otherwise, even machines jam. If you just tamper with your machine, computer, and you do the things, even telephone and do the thing, it will jam and say, the way you are now treating me is very different. Now, discipline is very important. Somebody disciplined will never be lazy. Somebody disciplined will never be extravagant. Somebody disciplined will never do things which are not measurable, which are not realistic, and which will not help others or community and the country at large. You will not prosper. You will not go anywhere. You will not fulfill your dreams. Somebody has, if we come back to roads, somebody has to start a trip, a journey, do something, and reach safely, come back and rest, do the same thing tomorrow, and somebody lasts for so many years. And even if it comes to vehicles, you have to drive a vehicle and make sure you keep that vehicle for decades, for some time to serve you properly. And that one will make you prosper. Now, some discipline. There is three kinds. Do you allow me to tell you three kinds of discipline? Yes, please. Number one, people don't know that they should do actual things. There are some things which you call actual. That one which happens there and then. And there are some things which are potential. That can happen and take some time. But now if somebody is doing something, stop pretense. And that discipline is called the shudo. Something which presents. Do you eat bread?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever taken mandazi?
Yes, I have.
Now if you are baking mandazi or bread, do you sleep on a mattress? Yes, you do. I don't think you sleep on a mat. But that mattress you are sleeping on. Cut it inside. Cut bread. Cut that mandazi. There's some vacuum air inside. And that one, the way we make or we bake mandazi and bread, we need a certain element. And that element, I think it's called, what is it, that powder put in that bread? Baking, yeah, baking powder. And we can call that baking powder lye. Because you bake bread small like this, put it in the oven, it will become big. That mattress, you see, put it in the oven or put it anywhere they put it, it becomes big and you cut in pieces, 6 by 6, 3 by 4, whatever you want. But then what is inside is real vacuum. And that's lie. That's what baking powder does. People do those things. If you really lie yourself, even drivers lie themselves. They think they pretend. Actually, Shidomin is pretense. Do the actual thing. For example, I'll give you an example. Somebody driving on the road, and you are followed by a full pickup traffic behind. Will you drive the same way as the driver? I'm asking you, my driver. Are you driving the same way? Traffic people are following you. You'll have to take a lot of precaution. Even if a fly or a snake crosses, you stop like anything. But if they change direction of travel, then you start again driving your speed. And there where people die at that time. Because you pretended to behave very well, you pretended to be a good person, you pretended to be the other. People do many things. People can lie you. You have a helper. I have a helper. Where did you come from? I come from Chabanati. Okay, what's your name? I'm Nakanjako. Yes. How old are you? 18. Mom or dad, me, I don't take meat. I don't take milk. And you feel happy. Here my children will take the milk now. But when you go away, that helper will take all the milk and children will not take. So that is the kind of pretense. Many things happen like that. Now discipline. If you are a disciplined person, I come back to you now. In whatever you do in every sector, but particularly drivers. Don't lie yourselves. If you are not able to use the road, say I'm not able. But I must also bring another discipline. Some people are hypocritical. There they are. Instead of doing something right, they want to, let me say, I don't want to use the word bribe. But also it is there. And you know, these days, no bribe allowed. So I'm saying, if you do the right thing, people are bribing in many ways, not only money, but the actions they do, the way they do things, the way I know somebody, I know a big person, I know, and somebody does something which does not help others, which will not take us ahead, which will not develop us, and then somebody does. Somebody who does bribing maybe is helped, and somebody who takes the bribe is also helped. But I'm telling you, in my language, ensolo bwezirwana obuddo bwebufa. It's the English program. Now I'm telling you that if animals fight, it's the grass to suffer. Now people are not helped. People die in silence. People die in accident and crashes because of a mistake. A mistake. You can call it a mistake.
Discipline.
Yeah, it's about discipline. Now there is another discipline, which is somebody is self. That is the lifestyle. Yeah, lifestyle. Somebody doesn't want to know. Somebody is rude, mistreats others in every sector, not only transport. Somebody is not helpful. Somebody doesn't want to know.
Right. Somebody
is looking after money. Me, I know. I came to look for money. Somebody does not, yes, consider others.
Right. Now, away from discipline, yes, what are the other things we are doing that yes, are causing problems on the roads?
Yes. Now, let me come to the person or the people
right,
using the roads.
Right.
Number one, somebody using the road, it cuts across. It doesn't mean these are things for only vehicles, taxis, border borders, private vehicles, all PSV, public service vehicles, all CVs, goods vehicles. No. Everything done on the road concerns somebody. And if you come to even traffic lights, if you come to rules, if you come to places, you'll find that everybody is concerned with road safety and why we should not cause accident and why we should be fit. What I'm saying is this: be fit and well to use the road.
What does it
driver.
mean to be fit and well?
Fit
physical
and
exercise?
Not physical exercise only. Yeah,
yes.
that one is also part of it.
Right.
But you must be fit and well. That starts in the brain. And that one comes to attitude. So if somebody is fit and well physically in the body, now somebody has to use almost the 4 parts of the body. I know that if somebody is doing something, especially driving, all parts of your body move. But now, are the eyes properly? Are they seeing properly to scan for hazards ahead as you drive? Is your brain okay? Are you sober to hand a vehicle or to do something on the road? Are your hands, are you fit? Your body has any kind of flexibility to handle a vehicle or to do something? Meaning now I come to the hands. Because if the eyes see, they bring it to the brain, and the brain perceives. If it perceives, then it sends to the hands to handle the vehicle, components. And then the hands bring it to the feet to handle the pedals and other things. Now, if those parts are in good order, that means even if the person using the road has any kind of chronic disease or any kind of disease, that somebody must take his or her medicine routinely as prescribed by the doctor. And if somebody takes some medicine, you have to ask your doctor if it will not cause problem for you. In most cases, drowsy. For example, you are going to drive for a long journey, and you 300 kilometers, 500 to 1,000 kilometers alone. And also, I want to advise some people, because according to the highway code means full document full of advice and regulations given to anybody using the road. You have to make sure that these people driving different kinds of vehicles, most of them drive at night. Most of them drive at the day and in the morning. But also night is very dangerous because somebody sleeps, dozes, and then causes accidents, off-road and other things. Now, if you were driving more than 500 kilometers, I think we need to interchange. We need to have 2 drivers. If somebody is tired, let another one get that vehicle.
Over, right.
But also we have to know the history of that vehicle before somebody takes. There are vehicles driven by different drivers, and that driver doesn't tell the other one the history of that vehicle as far as the mechanical system is concerned. So that somebody has to be very careful. And now what I'm saying is this, that somebody to be fit and well, you have to be a very good sober driver. Number 2, maintenance. Vehicle maintenance. You must know that the machine I'm controlling is just joined up with other components to make it one unit. That vehicle you are driving, that bicycle you are driving or riding, that motorcycle and that bus or that trailer, even the train and even the airplane is joined by some components. And I think I told the people that a vehicle, if I come back to vehicle, 14,000 components, but joined together to make it a vehicle which you are driving. So you have to maintain that vehicle. Maintenance means keeping the vehicle on standard. Any kind of vehicle I have mentioned, on standard. Either by servicing it routinely. Because if you look at your vehicle now, look at your vehicle. You are seeing us. Look at the steering. Under the steering there is a card. We call it remembrance. Something which makes you remember. When did you do service? And then when are you coming back for servicing? So you have to maintain your vehicle. That means servicing that vehicle routinely. No, don't wait for the vehicle to break down. Most Ugandans wait for vehicles to break down and vehicles make sounds. So remember, the person controlling the vehicle is speaking. The vehicle speaks. The road speaks. Because people must know how the road speaks. with the guidance, regulation, means signs and signals. So, and road markings. Now, you have to know that if I'm speaking as a person, it means I'm breathing, I'm alive and kicking. So, but if you have done other things, how about the vehicle? The vehicle also wants to be treated the way it is supposed to do according to the manufacturer. If you don't know something, then you have to consult your manual.
Right.
And it consult people who know about it. So you have to make sure that you maintain the vehicle by servicing it, replacing things, repairing, and make sure the vehicle is not having, is on standard. It's not called a DMC, dangerous mechanical condition.
Right. Tamale Wilson, Director, Country View Driving School, is here with us to look at how we can reduce road carnage in Uganda. Looking at the statistics, especially in comparison between 2025 and 2024, it looks like the statistics are only increasing with all the innovations and technologies being aligned and displayed and introduced to Ugandans in a bid to reduce road accidents. Instead, they're just increasing. And he has shared quite those nuggets that may seem, a few may seem things that you might not pay attention to, yet they are the very most critical. Discipline on the roads. Why should you pretend when you're within the environment of a police officer, and when they go away, then you do whatever you want on the roads? Why don't you service your car, by the way? For sure, why don't you service that vehicle? What attitude do you carry on the road? Are you arrogant and proud on the road? But are you in the fittest stage to drive that car mentally? Are you tired? Are you sleepy? You know, are your eyes well able to see on the road, or you're just forcing life, as the language usually is? Be part of the conversation. 0709-602-592. Allow me to read some of the comments that are coming from you, and thereafter I'm going to ask Mr. Tamale a very important question, especially in this day and age of using automatic cars, automatic vehicles that are being driven everywhere. Someone actually recently asked me, why do we need to go to driving school when we have automatic cars? But let me first get into these comments. And the very first one, good morning UBC. I would really like to know the driving fees and time to learn how to drive. I'm Louis Mugerwa from Chinawa. How can I get a learner's permit and eventually a license? I believe Mr. Tamale will leave his number so that you are able to get in touch. And good morning, I'm Humble B from Mbuya. Thank you for the wonderful program. In my opinion, I think to reduce road accidents, police should suppose to be teaching boda and taxi people at least twice or 3 times a year. And it will reduce on the jam and people will respect the road signs. Thank you. And someone else says, we still have vehicles in very poor mechanical conditions moving on our roads. Reckless driving, like overtaking in corners, it's because our traffic officers are still highly concentrating on bribes from these drivers. Please, how many people are we having on the roads driving and they don't have driving permits? That's, I know, right? I know. And good morning, UBC. Thank you, Mr. Tamale. Please share your contact. He will indeed. Now, Mr. Tamale, as we finish the show, you'll definitely be sharing your contact for people to engage.
Yes, please.
But people wonder, in this day and age where automatic cars are more on the roads than manual cars, why exactly should we go to driving school?
Another question before I answer that. Why do we take our children to schools?
To be educated.
Yeah, primary, nursery. You cannot, as a parent, you are not a teacher, because most of the people who are doing things, they are well qualified. And they went through training of one at one time or the other at different stages. So we need that training. We should take our children to schools. We should take people who are old enough, 18 years and above, for training. You can take them to any training institution. But let me talk about Country View Driving School. You can take them there for any kind of training at any classification of vehicle and other things. Automatic is a technology which started in Japan, and that one was there even for the millennium. But they opened it up at that time, remembering the coming millennium. And I visited that building in England when that building is still there. So they opened that for market globally. But now many people, many countries are making automatics. But also you have to understand that you have to learn how to drive. These people who say, those are for lambs, those I come from the village and drive. No, you have to learn. Automatic concerns only transmission. There's a difference between manual and automatic. But also automatic has to be engaged by the driver himself, because you have to press the brake and then you press the button on the gear lever and then shift to drive. That means other gears will automatically engage themselves. But you not drive automatically reverse. You not drive one or two, or even in neutral and others. You have to engage them yourselves. But now automatics are there. Because of these days kind of technology which is there now. We have vehicles, we are using petrol, fuel, and others now using electricity. Now technology has come. Many vehicles are there, and many of them are coming and on the market and driven by different kinds of people. But let me tell you one thing, that even if those vehicles are there, you have to come and train and know how to drive. Now, to maneuver the steering, to brake, to stop gradually and safely. You think there's any difference between manual and automatic? No, you have to learn real driving. How do you go through traffic? How do you behave on traffic lights? How do you interact with other road users you need? What kind of road are you driving on? Is it now automatic will make a difference between a paved road or a malam road? No, because adverse conditions now. You think automatically you say, this one, since it is raining, I drive the speed I want. No, you have to make sure during the adverse condition, rain, night, or rush hours, you have to make sure that you know how to drive that vehicle. You know how to operate the components, and you are really qualified. You have that skill for that vehicle, and you have to go to the driving school, country view, for knowledge, and you have the knowledge, and you have that theoretical part of driving, and then we have to know how your actions are on the road mentally by knowing your attitude, and then by knowing your attitude means the way you do things, the way you behave, the way you interact with other road users.
In fact, kindly allow me interject a little bit. When you talked about knowing how to use some of the road furniture, like road traffic lights, it reminds me of once upon a time, it was a public means incident where two cars attacked each other at the roundabout. But as far as we know, the driving school teaches you that the roundabout, for as long as anyone is already in the roundabout, they have the right. Where you have to wait for them to leave until they take their route. But many road users don't know that the roundabout has instructions that guide it. For as long as they attack each other, they'll attack each other in the sense of, I came here first, I came, you know, and everyone is right. But it's the simplest of things to learn from a driving school, that the roundabout is for the person who's already in the roundabout to use.
And places which are very dangerous, more especially to pedestrians and cyclists and motorcyclists. Because somebody is in the cabin of the vehicle. But these three are called the unprotected, the vulnerables. Okay? So those ones are very much injured, killed, and they stay so much in hospitals because of not being patient in roundabouts, you say, junctions and places, all junctions. We have junctions, crossroads, we have T junctions, we have staggered junctions and others. So In all of those junctions, people are knocked, people are killed, people are injured. So everybody has to, if you look at, say, like a bicycle, say like a motorcycle, I'll not talk about bodabodas, motorcycles generally. Those people don't wait. They just look here, look there, they beat lights, they beat rules, and they're like, narrowly you are driving a vehicle. And we vehicle drivers, in most cases, I thank good drivers because we are patient. And there is a way we behave when we are driving. Let me tell you, my sister, when you have a vehicle, there's a class you are in at that time. So I thank people and also argue and encourage you, respect yourself. Respect yourself because you are in a vehicle. You have to help these other three, the pedestrians, cyclists, and motorcycles. You have to respect them according to the rules.
Right.
Most of them don't follow rules. And that's why they are killed a lot. You look at your report. Yes.
So does that mean that as one who's in a vehicle,
yes,
the body,
yeah,
you have to respect a pedestrian,
yeah,
a cyclist,
yeah,
and a motorcycle user, even if they are the ones in the wrong?
Exactly.
Stay calm.
Because these are vulnerable, they are weak, they are not protected. You are in the vehicle. So you have to respect them, you have to respect yourself as a driver, and then you say, sit up, let it go, then you continue. There's the way you gain that time you spent. 5 minutes
I know.
as you drive. Because the vehicle cannot be more speedy than a motorcycle or a bicycle or a pedestrian.
Let's for a short while look at pedestrians. Many pedestrians actually do not know how to read road furniture.
Yes.
I've noticed that many pedestrians don't know how to read the traffic lights. Many pedestrians don't even know whether they are jaywalking or not. Many pedestrians don't know which lane to walk, where traffic is coming from, and sometimes they walk at the same side as the traffic. Many of these road signs and road rules are not known to pedestrians, and you find that many mistakes are caused by pedestrians as well. What do you think should be done? Are there schools that teach pedestrians how to use the road?
No, we teach everybody. Schools, institutions, country view teaches every kind of person to use the road, starting with a crawling child, somebody walking, cycling, driving, all kinds of vehicles. That is why, and what should be done after training or within training, people must know that we have things which don't come from anywhere and start using our roads. Even if the road goes to the well or to the garden, that road is dangerous to you. Even if it is a small one, a snake can bite as you move. Clear it. Now, we have to have guidance, and that guidance and rules is using the language. And that language is signs, signals, road markings. Okay? Now, we have to make a way of making sure that these people understand. Some of us don't know English and other languages. But also that doesn't mean that somebody from Russia or Eritrea or China will know language, but he knows his native language or her native language. So what does Uganda do? What do? We make signs and make them simple, and we put them in symbols. Small symbol. That takes somebody time to understand. As the teacher, trainer teaches him. If you get something like a symbol of a roundabout, having a group of warning sign, triangular shape, and you see a roundabout as a picture in that triangle.
I hope our producer is able to display some of the road signs on the screen so that it makes a lot of sense.
Somebody coming from anywhere, somebody didn't have a lot of education, will understand if you tell you this one is triangular shape. And why is it triangle? In Uganda, our triangular shape is in a group of warning signs. What should you do? Reduce the speed at that time.
Right.
And we put it in simple symbol. Where I will tell you, have you seen it? Yes. Now, if we wrote it on a board or any kind of material, it might be big. to take some part of somebody's land, or government road reserve, and some people are injured. So we make something small, because nobody will pay you a land for constructing the road, or will allow you to drive where you are not supposed. Walkways are there and other things. But that one will be able to make somebody understand. And we make signs in symbols for that reason. Number one, for people who don't know how to read and write. Okay, for people, we put it in small material, like that one. Now, that one means you must not make a U-turn. That one. But if we wrote those words on a board, you must not make here a U-turn, it becomes big. And it becomes, yes.
And it's, you say you must not, meaning you're not warned to maybe not make a U-turn.
It's an order.
But it's an order. Respect it. You must not.
Yeah. And that one really is within the group of ordering signs. Regulatory, mandatory, and prohibitory.
Right.
So you have to make sure you comply. It's an order. You must do it, or you must not if that line perpendicular is there.
Right.
Particularly that one, no overtaking. So we make our signs very simple in the symbols for easy reading, for people who didn't have a lot of education, but also as people use them, it takes a little space, and it is very easy to understand and to handle that situation.
Right. Now allow me get into some of the comments as we begin to wrap this conversation. Good morning. Thank you for the show. The greatest issue is people taking bribes, and also motorists pretending to be perfect on the roads. This is what he talked about in line with discipline. Some of the indisciplines displayed on the road is pretense, pseudo characters on the roads. Greetings, Julie. Thank you for the show. Speed should be reduced. I remember when I was coming back from Paida to Kampala, we started the journey at 5 p.m. We reached Kampala at 2 a.m. in the morning, which was not good. Poor roads also can cause accidents, mostly from Oluyo to Pakwach. Roads are not good. Government should help us there, from Paida to Zombo, ZEU and Vura Custom. All is not good. Kisa Francis from Moyenga. Thank you, Kisa. Good morning, Uganda. Thank you, Julie, for the program. I'm humbled. This is Laura from Mukono. Laura, thank you for being part of the conversation. We should avoid training permits to people. We should avoid giving training permits to people. I'm Chef Bonnie, and indeed, thank you so much for being on the show. We're almost closing this, but we're still learning a thing or two, so quickly send that message in 0709-602-592. Now, I will say that I am very, very proud to be a student of Mr. Tamale Wilson when it comes to learning how to drive. And many things I learned from driving school that people who just begin to drive might never get the opportunity to, which is the importance of learning how to drive from a driving school. And one of the things I remember you teaching us was that before you leave, you start driving, first check your car.
Yeah.
So therein, allow me ask you, what are those daily habits a driver should carry every single day?
Every single day. Now, as you started yourself, you are finished, you are now ready, put on the clothes you want for the occasion. You are now looking at your sitting room and then compound to find your vehicle. We have something you have to start with. Before you open to enter your vehicle or jump on your bicycle or motorcycle, just do the round walk. Look at the thing, the vehicle itself, and the companies outside. Are they there? That means presence. Now, the Muzungu put everything for a reason. Don't remove anything because that will cause you accident. Because it will not talk to you to remind you what should be done. Make sure that they are well fitted on your vehicle, those components outside. Most especially those are for communication and other things. Make sure they are visibly seen. You can see them properly. Don't drive in the mud and then covering the lights, the number plates and other things. So those people even putting a number plates like this.
So that one is even a dirty car is a problem.
Yeah, that one is dangerous. Now open your door. As you open the door, you have to look right and left. Enter your vehicle. just check those components inside you, and we call that cockpit drill. Checking the things inside before and putting together things before you start a trip, and that is starting a vehicle. Before you take off, those things are ready. So there are some things you have to check routinely every day. Remember, we are driving old vehicles, driven 5 years, 10 years, and others. A new vehicle brand starting from 0 mileage is very expensive to most of us. But we have to buy them because people have money to do that. But now, after checking everything, routinely you have to make sure that you check the bonnet. That is before you enter, before you enter, check the bonnet and everything. Actually, we are checking liquid parts a vehicle uses at levels, very good levels. After that, then you go to under. Before you open to enter your vehicle, under. That means leakages, hanging objects, things hidden there. Are there animals, crawling children, and other objects there to step on as you advance? But also I encourage Ugandans more especially, because I got a ticket in UK before not parking properly. You have to make sure when you are parking your vehicle, even if it is your garage or gazetted parking places or on the road everywhere, you have to make sure you live safely. Park the emergency boot on the wall facing the road. That will make you very easily coming out and join the main road. You should not join the main road in reverse. That's why people say, reverse doesn't knock. Reverse, no way. That one is wrong. Reverse is not, because the vehicle does not drive itself. We have those driving themselves, but also they have to apply that kind of sense, that kind of sensor. Now, let me tell you another thing. Check what we have in your emergency as tools. That is boat. Do you have any tools which will help you when you have a breakdown? Some of them we don't have time to mention. Spare tire, jack, among others, toolbox, fire extinguishers. Vehicles catch fire. You have to make something you have to use if you get an accident in terms of gadgets used as that thing happens. Right. Now, another thing you have to make sure that after checking all those things, now ready to enter and check the components inside the vehicle, put them in order before you start your trip. Right. Yeah.
That means that every day, for as long as you drive that vehicle, you must have a routine, a habit that you use and engage with every single day to interact with that vehicle that you drive on the roads of Uganda. And this, one by one, we are all preventing and reducing road carnage on the roads of Uganda. Now, we have to end this conversation here. And someone says, I'm sorry to say this, but many buses are not mostly in good conditions. Traffic police officers have to caution those bus owners. Mr. Tamale, yes. Many people are asking for your contact. What is your number?
Yeah. Tamale Wilson, Country View Driving School in Nakulawe Junction, Kitebi, Mubende, Naruvuri, and the other areas. The whole country, we are there, we have contacts. You can have us, contact us on 0772 410 480. You can read it 0772 410 480. 0702 28 6104. That is Airtel. www.countryviewdrivingschool.ug is the website.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Mr. Tamale Wilson, Director, Country View Driving School, been speaking with us on reducing road carnage in Uganda. Thank you so much for being on the show. Been a pleasure, and let's do this again tomorrow. Have a good morning. Be blessed for God and my country.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Listen up. Colgate is on a mission.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature turf and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
New Colgate Herbal with Salt combines traditional nature's herbs with a pinch of salt and Colgate Science. A natural recipe for strong teeth and healthy gums.